Hey guys, just letting you know that I did my hike and I had a lot of problems with the microphone. So I'm going to try to do my best on editing, but keep in mind that you'll probably get, skips and pops and stuff like that in my audio. There's nothing I can do about it. Maybe if I waited until another time where I can order a new microphone, maybe I could go out and re-record it. But I'm trying to get this video done and made so I can get it posted for you guys to watch. So I gotta kind of basically use what I've recorded. I'll do the best I can. Please excuse the cutouts and stuff of the audio. I do have a new microphone ordered, and hopefully it'll be here soon. Thanks, guys. Hey everybody, how you doing today? Here, and it is a nice brisk day today, and I'm at Gibbs Lake, is west of Janesville, east of Janesville. It's a rock park here in Wisconsin, and very little very few people come here, and actually this is my first here. I know nothing about the park, so yeah, we're gonna kind of walk around, find some trails, and have a good day. There's the hiking trails, there's cross skiing allowed, there's even equestrians allowed here, so if you got horses, bring them on over and have some fun walking around the trails. Now the lake is 3/4 covered by this park, but the trail I don't think covers the whole shoreline either. I think the western part, or the eastern part of the lake, yeah, it has some trails, and then more of the trails go off that way. But they got a boat launch here, and you can use it for everything from regular power boats and fishing boats to kayaks and canoes. So yeah, this is a great little park. Let's go see what it's got. Okay, I'm standing on the pier, and you can see right out here just a bunch of ducks and geese out there. A lot of them going out this way as well, going past the post there. So yeah, just lots and lots of ducks and geese out there. You can hear them squawking. I got a nice little kayak launcher right here. So yeah, you just carry your kayak or canoe down, you put it in this little thing, and it kind of holds your boat until you're ready to launch off. All right, let's keep looking around. Now there are fees associated to the boat launches. There's your fee schedule here. We'll get away from the boat launch area and that little pier. There does look to be a trail that goes along this north side, but I didn't see that trail on the map, so I don't know if trails have kind of changed. You can see my red car over here. Well, technically it's Jen's red car. And up in the trees over there is a toilet bathroom, and it is still open even this time of year, which is kind of strange, really. But what I want to do is I'm going to start coming on this trail over here just to see where it goes, because like I said, this trail is not actually on the map. So I don't know if people just walked down here and made it a trail or what. If you hear some machinery, just as I pulled up, this truck over here with the county parks, he was unloading a lawnmower, and so yeah, he's going up along the roadside and whatnot, and just mowing down, like it's like a brush mower. I mean, the thing is big, so yeah, he's mowing down some heavy brush. So how you guys been doing? How was your Thanksgiving? We had ours. It was actually a bit better than I thought it was going to be. We had Thanksgiving over at my brother's house. My mom and dad showed up. My older brother showed up. But pretty much my whole family wasn't there. I was the only one, well, except for Tim. So it was just me and Tim that showed up for the Thanksgiving meal. But everybody else seemed to be there. My older brother brought his 2 boys. My younger brother, who it was his house we went to. Of course, his whole family was there. Oh, wow. Wow, that's cool. Check that out, guys. This piece here fell from over there, but man, look at that. I can't wait to see what's on the backside of that tree. Wow, look at that. That is so cool. That's an amazing tree. Really neat. All right, what do we got going on here? Of course, I'm still next to the lake. And there's like a little cleared area, well mowed. You know, it doesn't have all this under foliage. So yeah, I just kind of came out onto this little cleared spot. No picnic tables and no grills. And right over here is the path that is an established trail that goes right back to the pit toilet and the parking lot. But now we got a trail going up this way, and I don't know what's over in this direction. I don't know what's on the other side. Now, the last few videos I've made, I've been having a slight problem with my microphone. Just ever so slightly, every once in a while, just cutting out. Again, don't know why. But yeah, it just does it every so often. So far, I've been able to edit videos without too many problems. But I'm sure I'm going to get to the point where I'll be talking and it'll cut out words and things just aren't going to sound right. So I may have to work on getting a new microphone. I think the problem is that I ended up catching the wire in my belt one day, and my belt has a clip on it, and I think it kind of got caught in that clip and the wire got damaged. Got a bit of a trail intersection, but I think this trail that goes down this way goes off to my right. I think that just goes down to the lake, but I got a trail that goes off that way and one that goes up there. Kind of want to stay by the lake, so let's go up this way, kind of keep to our right a little bit. Looks like we're going to go up a bit of a hill here. If you had watched my Thank You 800 video, geez, another intersection. Again, I'm going to stay on my right. And they do have signs for equestrian on them as well. But in that Thank You 800, I made mention that the last 2 weeks of the year I am taking off. So during the holiday season, I can focus on my family, my mom's health. She's doing fine, by the way. Thank you for those that are concerned about what she's been going through. And it's also one of those things that I think people understand and they know what's going on without me actually saying the word. But I I think my mom will be fine with me now saying she was diagnosed with cancer, okay? She was having a little bit of a cramping issue in her chest area. Not like a heart attack or anything, just, you know, it just felt like a cramp. But it was sore and it hurt and wouldn't go away. So she ended up, sorry, I might have bumped the microphone. So she ended up going to the emergency room, got herself checked out. When she was there, they x-rayed her chest and they found a mass, a cancerous mass in her lung. Well, of course at the time, you know, we don't know if it's cancer. It could have been, it might, you know, might be something different. So she underwent tests, underwent a biopsy of the mass. And yes, we ended up finding out it is definitely cancer. It's about the size of, I think, a baseball. I think that's what we determined. No, it was about the size of a tennis ball. That's what it was. So it's a pretty good sized mass that's in her lung. And in the process of determining that and doing tests and stuff like that, they also found that there's a lymph node right by her heart. I mean, it's like literally between the aortic and pulmonary arteries, okay? Those are the two biggest arteries in your body. They go right in and out of the heart. And there's a lymph node right between the two. And during her testing to figure out the mass in her lung, that lit up as a possible spot. So they also biopsied that lymph node and found out that that was cancerous too. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Basically, as soon as they found out that her cancer was in the lymph node, she is automatically stage 3. Okay, if you don't know what cancer is, there's 4 stages. 4 being the worst. Basically, once it's in your vital organs, it's stage 4. Stage 3 is a step down. So yeah, it's been an ordeal. It really has been. But the good news is, during the testing, that was the only lymph node that lit up as having cancerous properties and activity. So that's the good news. Like I said, it's in the lymph node, and if it's in one, it could be in many, but that was the only one that lit up. So the doctor is saying, yes, she's a stage 3, but she's a very low stage 3, because it's not in her whole body. It's not in all the lymph nodes. So they feel they caught that cancer early. It was developing in that lymph node by her heart. So yeah, we kind of feel blessed that we found it when we did. The issue with the mass in her lung is that it is well attached. So they could not remove it surgically without having some very major side effects and outcome to the surgery. So she is now going under chemo and radiation therapies every day for the next 7 weeks. 5 days a week. She's got to be taking these chemo treatments and radiation treatments. Wow, I should rephrase that. She does chemo once a week, every Wednesday. and then radiation is every day, Monday through Friday. So far, things are going well. Her body is not really reacting harshly to it, but she just started. She has not had a solid full week of treatment yet. So we'll see how things progress over the course of the next few weeks and going into the start of next year. So that gets you caught up on what's going on with my mom and why my thoughts are kind of basically centered on her. Oh, wow. I've been doing so much talking, I haven't been looking around. This is actually private property up here. And they do allow people to walk through and across the property just because of it being part of the county lake park here. So, and in fact, I think a little later on, we will actually be crossing their driveway. We'll basically encircle their property. Along with the rest of the family though, Jen, the kids, and I, COVID has gone through our house. Everybody had a mid to mild grade temperature, ranging anywhere between 99 degrees and maybe 100, 101. I really don't think anyone's gotten any really higher than that. Headaches, body aches, pretty much fairly mild flu symptoms is what we've had go through the house. We were in quarantine for those weeks. Basically what had happened was Tim's fiance Samaya ended up catching it from somebody that she works with around, ended up bringing it home, and then it spread through our house. Again, I think it just happens, you know, just like any other flu. But things are pretty much back to normal. I think Jen still needs to do another test before she's allowed to go back to work, just to clear her of having COVID, so she can go back to the hospital and work and be around patients. Short of that, I think everybody's back to normal. I had to stop and take off that jacket. God, that pill fill is so damn warm. Whew. That's cooling down a little bit. It's not supposed to be super cold today. In fact, it's to warm up fairly nicely. I'm getting the high 40s today. But with that pill fill jacket, man alive, it gets very, very warm. And I was sweating. I think we're getting to the point where the trail is going to start circling around. As you can see, it's kind of going off to the left there. And oh, that's cool. Sorry, check that out. Check that branch out. How it comes out right like that. That is cool. That's I would say probably about 4 feet off the ground. So not really great for stopping and sitting in. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Not often you see a branch that sticks like that. So yeah, this trail has basically done a U-turn now. I am seeing lots of evidence of horses. Hoof prints, shoes on the ground. Horse shit all over. Most of it's dry. I don't think there's been a horse out here for a few days at least. I still every so often hear that park worker in that brush mower he had. I think I heard him loading it back up onto that trailer. Whew. Well, that hill climb was probably, I'd say 50 or 60 feet. All right, I'm seeing a marker that I would typically associate with Ice Age Trail. I don't know if the Ice Age Trail comes over here. See on the post here? That's got a yellow and brown blaze on it. I mean, normally if I see something like that, I think Ice Age. But there's no yellow blaze up here. That's kind of cool. You got the silo over there. That's neat. Again, part of that public land, or that private land over there. This is quite a nice little park. I did run into another when I was taking my jacket off, and he was saying he was surprised that there weren't more people out here. So apparently this place does get used quite often. I didn't think this was a very well-known park, but maybe it is very well-known. I mean, the trails are nice. They're well groomed and wide. I mean, you can see what I'm walking on. I think the horses are allowed to go everywhere. I don't think there's a difference between a horse trail and a human trail, or a hiking trail and a cross-country trail. I think they all get used equally. See now, there's a yellow blaze on this tree. Yellow blaze, that's for the Ice Age Trail. I'm gonna have to double check, but I don't think the Ice Age Trail comes through this park. It's up in Janesville, but I don't think it comes through here, and I haven't seen any actual Ice Age logos anywhere. I haven't seen anything like that. All I see is a yellow blaze, and the little bit of research I did with this park didn't say anything about the Ice Age Trail, nor did it say anything about yellow blazes. It was talking about red and white blazes. I don't know. Yeah, looks like we got a little bit of a bird nest up here. I'm not seeing or hearing any birds right now, so I have no idea who made that nest. I'm hearing some farm equipment, and I think it's on that private land that we kind of walk through. It definitely sounds a little bigger and different from that that park worker's brush mower that he had. What I'm hearing now sounds really more like a tractor. Lots of roots sticking up out of the ground back there. I was having to really watch where I was stepping. I've also been seeing some canine scat shit, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know if it's from someone's personal dog or if it's actually coyote. It did look small enough to be coyote. All right, so here we are at the driveway. Well, coming up on it, it's right up here. God. Again, I'm seeing yellow. Look at that. Yellow blaze. That tells me Ice Age Trail, but no Ice Age Trail sign. And over on this side, it is literally a horse and a hiker. Again, no Ice Age Trail. But you can see the personal property down there. Now, going down that way, you'd end up coming up to the road. I can't remember the name of the road. I want to say it's like Eagles Ridge or something like that. Keep hearing woodpeckers. For the most part, as I've been walking, when I come to an intersection, I typically have been turning right. I'm basically wanting to stay, I think, on the outside of the park. You know, I can come back another day and do some of the interior trails. But right now, I think I'm just going to stay to the right all the time and just kind of outline the park. What is that, guys? Oh, it's a giant tractor tire. And it's full of sand. Well, the good thing about this is that it gives you a nice place to sit and rest. Nice. I wonder if it was the personal landowner over there that put this here, or if the county park actually did it. But it's pretty cool. It's comfortable. It's not a hard wooden bench. It's actually got a little bounce to it. It's neat. You know, guys, truthfully, this has been a very quiet hike, very few animals, a couple of woodpeckers, and that's all I've heard. Really, I'm not hearing birds squawking. I'm not really seeing a lot of squirrels or anything either. I'm mostly hearing the farm equipment over there. All right, guys, I've come up to an intersection. Got a main trail that goes that way. And got a little side trail that goes up over here. Big tree, big tree. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Okay, so right past that big tree, there was an intersection right here. And I had decided instead of going right, I was gonna go left. Only because I looked at the map and the trail that went to the right, basically just over by those pine trees right over there, is the road. And the trail was like right next to the road. So I decided I'd turn left this one time and take more of the inner circle route. It's still going to end up in the same spot. That's basically just going to walk along the pines over there and then come back out and connect with this trail here, just a few hundred feet up. I got something else up here. What are these? It has a number 5 on it. So now we would have came down this path right here had I gone right by that big oak tree. As you can see, it also keeps going that way, but in fact, you know what? I am going to go that direction because I think this direction goes to the road and then across to the northern loop. All right, guys, so I'll come out to the road, but I didn't have to come from that direction. I could have stayed on the path I was on and it would have just came down through this way. But yeah, still a nice little trek there. I'll come out to the road. Wow, this is all rocky and broken up from horse hooves. And then right across the street through that gate over there is our northern loop.
The speed limit on this road is only a 35 mile an hour, but you know, just be careful. Okay, so it says that the North Loop is a 1 mile trail, and I'll just keep going on the same way I'm going. I could go left, go down that way, or right and go over here. I'm going to go right. I actually see a lady and I think a kid running, and they've got a couple of dogs with them that are not on leashes, even though there's a sign out there that says animals must be leashed. And I want to show you this here before I turn the camera off. So basically this is the prairie that we're going to circle around. Alright, at the start of this loop I stopped again, took a little swig of soda, let those kids keep running away, so put a little more distance between me and them. And a couple of the kids actually left their coat sitting on a bench here. Bench right over there, those two jackets. I was going to say something and I can't remember what. Oh well, maybe at some point I'll think of it. It just, my thoughts elude me right now. Another bench seat / sandbox. All right, and again, another choice. Go right, go left. I am going to go right, and I'm sure it's just going to reconnect with the same trail just a little farther down. Okay, yep. So here's where the trail meets up. So just right up here is where that intersection was with the bench sandbox. I basically just walked through these trees and then came down this way instead of just coming down the hill here. So I just walked past two of the people that I saw. One was a mom, the other one was her daughter, I'm assuming. And they had a chocolate lab and a black lab. And the black lab didn't really mind me at all, just walked right on by. The chocolate lab just kind of stopped and stared at me. And the mom was like, yeah, she's not really good with strangers. But he never lunged towards me, didn't bark. Basically just kind of stopped, and as I was walking closer, the chocolate lab actually kind of stepped back just a little bit and then off to the side as well. Just let me pass right by. And she's like, wow, she normally doesn't do that for people. So, must have been something about me that the dog liked. All right, so just to let you know, that lower clump of trees right here, not this big huge one, but that lower clump, that's actually the clump that's on this side of the road that we just had crossed up there. And then the bigger pines up there are on the other side. But that's basically where we started this loop. And now we are coming across this tree line here, which is basically the far northern part of the northern loop. We are just about done with this 1 mile span of northern loop. Yeah, I had to chew up the words and spit them out that time. All right, guys, I got a bit of dilemma here. Just came walking down the trail from down here, and as you can tell, it keeps going that way. But I've got this little trail that goes off that way. Now, according to the map, I actually downloaded the park map on my phone. There weren't supposed to be any intersections on this particular trail. So the ones back up that way, when I went through the trees up by that other bench sandbox. That wasn't supposed to have been there. This isn't supposed to be here. The main trail looks like it goes that way, but that goes into a wooded area. Yeah. I read your minds. Let's go into the wooded area. I don't know if this is an actual path or not. I have no idea where it's going. Okay, I'm pretty much done with the loop. I was back by that tree line over there. I'm now climbing the hill to get up to the road. I wanted to show you these right here. I thought they were just stumps, you know, tree stumps, but they're actually tires that they got laying on the, don't know what they're for. Those actually have a number 1 on them. Now that other crossing thing that I saw, sandbox bench, a while ago, before I even got onto this northern loop, that one had a number 5 on it. I'm sure it's probably a cross-country thing or an equestrian thing, but I don't know. All right, made it up to the top of the hill. A little winded. You can hear the park person down there mowing. I thought I heard him loading it up back up on the trailer, but apparently not. Back in the southern area, across the road. All right, now if I stay to the right on this trail, I'll come into the equestrian parking lot where you can load and unload your horses. And in fact, it should be right down here. Okay, right down there is the equestrian parking lot. It looks like there's a gate there. You got this huge field here. Right over here is a picnic shelter, so you can have picnics there. A couple of picnic tables right underneath that tree there. And right here is a restroom. I'm good for now, I don't need it. Let's just go back up here and get back on the trail. And again, I'll turn right and come down this way. Now, I don't know exactly where this trail goes. We're just gonna find out. Okay, so another little access to the equestrian area. Again, you got the picnic shelter over there, a nice big tree with a couple of picnic tables, and it looks like there's a fee area right here. There's a group of people behind me. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they're geocaching. Some older people, probably in their 60s. Not much older than me, but a bit. But I heard one of the ladies start kind of shouting out, "I got the first of the fine, I got the first of the fine." And then one of the older guys goes, "Where's your coat?" It's like, "It's in my backpack, don't worry about it, Dad." And they all started laughing. So let's see. I saw the older gentleman. Oh, I'm down by the lake. You can kind of see it through the trees over there. But yeah. Okay, so anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought again. Trying to figure out exactly where I was going to go. I don't want to go left. I want to stay to my right, so I'm going over straight this way. But so I saw an older gentleman earlier today when I first took off my coat. I was getting warm, and I talked to him for a little while. And he was saying how he was surprised there weren't more people out here today because it's such a beautiful day. And I was like, yeah, it is really nice. And I told him I had to take my coat off because I was already sweating. He goes, yeah, you sweat in the sun, but then you get cold in the shade. Well, no, I don't. And then when I got up to the northern loop is when I finally saw those other people, 4 total. But 2 of them were going the same way around that I was. So then I came across the mom and the daughter with the 2 dogs. And then just now, I ran into 6 people doing the geocaching. So, yeah, that's 11 people so far today. And I'm not counting the worker or the other guy that I saw in the parking lot when I was getting ready to start my day. Yeah, it's really been a beautiful day today. Not a cloud in the sky. It's just beautiful. Temperatures are supposed to be upper mid 40s. Although I wouldn't be surprised if we hit the low 50s. It's not really super windy, just maybe a 5-mile-an-hour breeze. Just really nice. I may have to come out here again in the fall next year and take a look at the trees, because I think it'd just be beautiful out here with the bright orange and yellows and reds. Oh yeah, I can imagine it, I really can. All right, I'm seeing the parking lot and the pit toilet. So we are just about out of here. Look at these little teepees. There's one there, there's another one there. Looks like there's another one right here. I wonder if kids built those. A lot of Bigfooters are going, oh, that's a Bigfoot nest there. Yeah, that's a Bigfoot nest. Because they got them all over the place. So there's 1, 2 there. Number 3 is there. Got another one up here, right there. That's number 4. So that one's number 4. Small little door to that one. And then, yeah, you can kind of see it through the trees here. That's the 5th one. So there's number 5. Pretty cool. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for coming out with me today and enjoying this wonderful, bright, sunny, late autumn, early winter day. Yeah, is it winter yet? I don't even know. But I really want to thank you for coming out with me and enjoying the day today. We had a great time. This is a wonderful little park, and I've never been here before. So I'm going to have to come out here and try to stay on the interior side of the lake and see what I can find. The little trail crossing things that they had in there. That big, huge tractor tire full of sand. Those other little benches filled with sand. Those are really neat. Adds a little bit of character to the park. And like I said, this is open to horses, cross-country skiing. I don't know if they actually allow bikes here or not. I cannot remember. I don't remember seeing a sign that says they're not allowed. but I don't remember seeing a sign that said they are allowed either. So you might want to check on that before you come here with your bike. But yeah, it was a nice little hike. Almost 300 acres. Yeah, I wonder what the fishing's like out here too. I bet you that'd be kind of interesting to see. When I got here this morning, there was a slight glaze of ice over the lake. That was kind of cool. Some of the birds, the geese and the ducks and stuff like that were actually standing on the ice out in the middle of the lake. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. I will see you guys on the road, and I will see you next year. Bye, guys.